How's it going, lads? Today I'm going to talk about why, while everyone is crowning OKC and how good they are and how great they are, why I believe the Denver Nuggets will actually take home the championship of 2026 this season. Hope you enjoyed the video. I think first things first, OKC have been amazing this season. 20 wins and 1 loss is hard to compete with. And, while Denver do have a better offense at about 125 per game, OKC are only a little behind at about 120 points per game. And obviously, defensively, OKC are an all-time team. So much depth, so much everything. Right now, they're obviously first. Denver are about mid-pack. But I think there's more to that than meets the eye with Denver, especially because recently Denver have been missing, some core defensive pieces such as Aaron Gordon, Christian Braun, and they're in a rough patch right now. And of course, we're early in the season as well, which we have to consider. But we're talking about the playoffs here, and there's one specific reason why I believe in a playoff setting the Denver Nuggets can definitely beat OKC. Because let's be real, they're the main challengers here. There are other great teams. The Rockets, the Spurs have been surprising. I personally don't think the Lakers can carry this into the playoffs. But, if you just look at the table itself, they're pretty good right now. Eastern Conference, Pistons have been surprising. I don't think they're real favourites or anything, but they've been shown promise. And there's plenty of other teams that are great as well. But there's one thing that nor OKC or any other team in the league doesn't have that the Denver Nuggets do have. And this is the core reason. You could say it's an obvious reason, but the main reason is obviously Nikola Jokic. In my personal opinion, I think he will go down as a top 5 player of all time when it's all said and done. Maybe even higher. You could say I'm high on him, but of course I am. I mean, he is my favourite player, I'll be honest. But he's my favourite player because how great he is. He's the reason I'm into basketball. He got me into it. Because this man, people don't truly understand what they're witnessing. And this is the main reason I think OKC will be beat by the Denver Nuggets, or Denver Nuggets will just get further than them. Maybe they won't even match up. Maybe OKC will go in the first round. I highly doubt it, but you never know. It's mainly Jokic is the reason, but I feel like that's a bit too obvious. I don't want to spend an entire video about Jokic. I'll be talking for probably a couple of days because of how great this man is at basketball. Because the Nuggets had Jokic last year, and they didn't beat OKC. They dragged them to 7 with an injured Michael Porter Jr., an injured Aaron Gordon, and practically no bench unit. But this year is different. This time, Denver Nuggets, if healthy, they have a strong squad. And I'll tell you one thing, if you put a squad around Nikola Jokic, the one-man machine, it's dangerous. You give him competent players, he will work. He will turn water into wine. He already has done it. He did it last year, dragging them to 7. And yes, he wasn't the only reason they were brought to 7. Aaron Gordon was amazing in the playoffs. But this year, with such a great unit of the bench, in my personal opinion, with Jokic, this can definitely take down the OKC. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been fantastic off the bench this season so far. And yes, it's not, players have good patches, bad patches. But this man is a shooter. We all know he's a shooter and he's coming off the bench. Not even talking about Valanciunas. He's been good. nothing crazy, but just the fact that Nuggets have a competent backup center. Jokic has never had this in his career while having a proper team that can contend. And that's not even mentioning the starters. You know, Jamal Murray and Jokic, arguably the greatest two-man game ever seen in the NBA. As well as Murray being a known playoff riser, he's also having a career season. I'm pretty sure he's averaging the highest amount of points, assists, and I believe rebounds by a small amount this season. He's taken a huge leap playmaking-wise, which has not been noticed. He should be an all-star this year so far. But it's not just him and Jokic. Usually it is. Usually it's just them two who have to try and drag this team through some hard patches. Aaron Gordon specifically has taken such an immense leap, which just I think has shocked everybody. Like, I don't think anyone really saw this coming. The shooting progression, just he's a proper leader in the team. And he can shoot. He's just took such a step up. And while he has been injured this season for a little bit recently, and he will be out for a few more weeks, and the Nuggets are definitely missing him, I'm pretty sure he is the second highest net rating on the team this season so far when he has played. Just showing how amazing he's been. I mean, just wonderful. Also, Cam Johnson. He had a rough start. I think a lot of people had a feeling he would. But throughout that rough start, it was mainly shooting that he was struggling with. And his all-round game. That is truly what separates him from Michael Porter Jr. And I love MPJ. Alright. That man won a championship with this team. The amount of respect I have for that man. He always played to injury. He was a warrior. But he had his limitations. And Cam Johnson is so much more versatile. Christian Braun has been disappointing this season so far, but he hasn't really had any of the season, to be completely honest. He's injured right now, as well as Gordon, and as I'm saying, the Nuggets are definitely missing them too, especially defensive-wise. But when them two are back in the playoffs, you give Jokic a good team around him. He turns water into wine. Lord knows what he's going to do if you give him wine. He'll turn it into, I don't even know, immortality juice. As well as players such as Bruce Brown. He hasn't been that good this season. Arguably disappointing with how good he was in 2023. But as well as Peyton Watson. Recently he's taken such a step up in Christian Braun's absence. So promising. I like to call him Peyton Swatson, as many people do, because he's so versatile and he plays like Christian Braun. And if we can get this for the entire season, or even just in the playoffs, he will be a huge asset to have on this team. I think we all know that since 2023, the Nuggets have taken a slope. They've been slowly getting worse. Let's be real. You know, choking to the Timberwolves in Game 7 in 2024. And while they did drag OKC to 7, I don't think it didn't feel like a real series. It wasn't normal. That's not a normal series. But this season is a new season. And this is a different team. This is a team that truly believes that they can win and know they have the fundamentals to win. And I think the recent game against Atlanta Hawks and that comeback, it really shows to Nuggets fans to just stay relaxed. Because when this team wants to win and they put in the effort, they can beat anybody. Especially with that man, Nikola Jokic. I mean, that man, he scored 30 points in the second half. You know, Jamal Murray, he got double-digit assists in the second half. And that's without Aaron Gordon and Christian Braun, who have been starters. I feel like the comeback shows that in the playoffs, this team understands what it will take. As well as beating the Rockets, what a win that was as well. I think this is a serious, serious team. And while they have slipped up a little bit recently, I think in the playoffs, given everybody is fit, they are the team that will take down the Oklahoma City Thunder. As for other things that could mess my opinion up, maybe Giannis moving, depending on who he moves to, whether it's the Knicks, the Hawks, whoever he goes to, because Giannis is such a great player. I feel like that's the only crazy thing. Maybe if you pair him up with Wemby, I don't know how crazy that could go. But I feel like the Nuggets are already stable. They're ready. They understand they're ready. Even if Giannis moved to a team, unless he moved to the Oklahoma City Thunder, which I think everyone would be against, I don't think that would truly mess up. And especially depending on who he goes to, I feel like he's more likely to go to an Eastern Conference team. They're meeting in the finals anyway. So regardless of anything, you're still going to have to get past Oklahoma City, who are, in my opinion, an all-time great team. And while I don't think Nuggets are an all-time great team, I think they are a great team who have an all-time great. And I think that separates them. And while SGA is an all-time great, it sounds like I'm discrediting him here, he's not Jokic. Jokic is a different animal than SGA. And I respect Shea. He's a foul bearer type of guy. I think he plays a good game. And I think he is a great player. And he'll probably finish top 20 of all time, maybe even higher. I mean, his peak right now in this season, it's looking like one of the greatest peaks of all time. So he might even be, and he's still young, so he might actually be like a top 10 fringe player, which is crazy to say out of where he came from. Wasn't expected to do this. But I believe with the depth of the Nuggets, how they know how to turn up, the big wins we've seen this season, and especially that man, the Serbian, the Joker, Nikola Jokic, this is why I believe the Denver Nuggets will win the 2026 NBA championship. And last season, even as a Nuggets fan, I thought we'd lose to OKC in the conference finals. Now we lost to them in the second round. Sorry, I thought we'd lose to them in the second round when I did the playoff predictions. I actually thought Boston would win in the 7-game series in the finals versus OKC. Obviously, no one could see what the Pacers were going to do. Crazy, crazy playoffs. I wish they got it done. No one could predict that. But even as a Nuggets fan last season, I didn't think this team was good enough to beat the OKC. But this season, I believe they are. I truly believe they are. The amount of belief I have for Nikola Jokic, I feel there are a little amount of people who have as much belief as me. Because when the times get tough, I genuinely have so much belief in Nikola Jokic. If you give him a competent squad to turn up and get a 50-point triple-double or something on 70% efficiency, because that man is such a great player. I cannot state how much I believe in Jokic. The only way to make Jokic lose is to make his teammates play bad. Is to let him pass the rock and hope his teammates miss the shot. But this season, you let the teammates take the shot, it's Jamal Murray pulling up on you. It's Aaron Gordon pulling up on you. It's Cam Johnson shooting at you. It's Tim Hardaway Jr. It's Valanciunas in the paint. It's Bruce Brown driving. It's Watson taking a leap. Christian Braun maybe when he takes a step up later in the season. This is a squad This is a team with the headmaster, the Joker. That's why I believe the Denver Nuggets will win 2026 NBA Championship. Thanks for watching. Do you think they're going to win it? I don't know. In terms of OKC, I mean. Who do you think's going to win it? Personally, I'm Denver. I am a fan of Denver, but I have real belief behind that. It's not just blind hope. So, thanks for watching. I'm thinking I might do more videos on either Denver Nuggets or Manchester United. Just maybe basketball and football in general, as I have a great interest in these sports. And gaming, whatever the hell I want to talk about, I'll talk about. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.